Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Quantum Comics Presents, the YouTube channel that knows that the best thing in life is to crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the utter lamentation of nerddom when something goes not quite right. Okay, so I'm Bodie Morningway, coming at you once again to bring you exactly what's new this week. Let's get right into it. So, the newest edition of Avengers, continuing the Grandmaster and the Contender's quest to see who is the better gamesman, using the Avengers, the Lethal Legion, and Thanos' Black Squadron. The Hulk continues his crazed rampage, and you find out a lot of interesting things about the Hulk here. This Hulk is not like the old Hulk. He's a lot smarter. Daredevil has reached its 600th issue milestone, with, of course, an extra-sized issue featuring many of the regular cast of Days Gone By and current run. Despicable Deadpool continues in the Marvel Universe, kills Deadpool. See, now there's been a couple of miniseries of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, kind of one of those funny spoof things of where something could happen but hasn't really happened, but now they're really playing on that. So, looks like everyone's out to get everyone's favorite mercenary. Batman Detective Comics continues its epic run with number 977. Very cool. Doomsday Clock is back with its next installment of must-read amazing adventures. The Flash, number 43. Now, this is starting to tell the story of, we're getting into what's going to be known as the War of the Flashes. So Wally West and Barry Allen, the two current Flashes, they're not seeing eye to eye. And events starting not necessarily in this issue, but continuing in this issue, are leading up to that. War of the Flashes, that's going to be insane. Damnation continues with its series, and now it's bringing in Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. This is the original Ghost Rider, once more back into the fold, continuing the events of Damnation, which has been going through Doctor Strange and Iron Fist thus far. Definitely very cool. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps continue their war with Zod. That's right, kneel before Zod, and Zod is kicking some serious butt, so yeah, there's a lot of kneeling going on. Not so good for the Green Lanterns, but, you know, they're heroes. They're gonna come back, right? Maybe? Hit Girl number 2 continues with that epic series. Invincible Iron Man, we are still counting down to Bendis' final Marvel issue. This is getting close to the end of the Search for Tony Stark storyline. Silencer, number 3, John Romita Jr. art. Oh yeah. Spider-Man Deadpool, the next installment of their Area 14 storyline. You see a whole lot of odd things happening in this cover. And that's just the beginning of the crazy stuff that happens in this issue. Suicide Squad continues, and there is this bizarre new member. He's kind of like almost a DC super soldier with a little bit of Iron Man thrown into the mix. How is the squad going to handle the addition of this new guy? Do they like him? Probably not, because they don't like anybody. The Terrifics number 2 continues its storyline. What's interesting with this is it's very much an homage to the Fantastic Four. DC is doing a lot of stuff like that, if you haven't noticed. They're doing a lot of their own version of a Marvel character. So this is almost like their version of the Fantastic Four. There's a lot of cosmic epic space stuff, and they're introducing Tom Strong from the Wildstorm universe into the regular DC universe, at least in the sense that he appears in this issue. Wonder Woman. Now, if you have not been keeping up with Wonder Woman, there's a lot of crazy stuff happening. Not only have they revealed that she has a brother named Jason, who is also very super powered, but Darkseid, who was killed about a year or two ago and then reincarnated, remanifested himself as a baby thanks to other well, it's a big long storyline. I'm not going to get into it right now. But he has grown, and he has actually been, I guess, the New God equivalent of a teenager, maybe a little bit older. And anyways, he defeated Zeus in one of the previous Wonder Woman issues and sucked up all his power, thus making himself back into his prime. So now Darkseid is in his prime. The only person that seems to be able to stop him right now, or try to, is Wonder Woman. But is she going to be able to do it? Because Darkseid is one powerful baddie. X-Men Blue. The latest issue continues its current storyline of a group known as the Hellfire Club, and they have something to do with giving mutants more secondary mutations. Even Sebastian Shaw, who is the head of the Hellfire Club, now has a secondary mutation. If you don't know what secondary mutations are, basically you have your initial mutation when you're about, puberty age, 13, 12, 13, somewhere in there. Your mutant powers will manifest, and you'll be like Iceman, or like Cyclops, or Nightcrawler, or whatever, something like that. But a secondary mutation happens afterwards. They introduced that a few years ago, and then they kind of forgot about it. Now they're bringing it back, but they're doing it in such a way as for it to be engineered. So initially, Emma Frost, for example, she initially had telepathy, and then suddenly her secondary mutation, she could change her skin to be diamond hard. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense biologically speaking, because you go from being a telepath to being like a super powerhouse, but then she always liked the finer things in life, so having her turn into something that she really loves, diamonds, it makes some sense maybe, but they're not all kind of wacky like that, but a lot of them do in fact make sense, such as Sebastian Shaw's secondary mutation, which I will not tell you because I want you to get the issue and read it all for yourself. Now, in addition to all these awesome comics, of course, we have brand new pops, new games, new graphic novels. Graphic novels. Here is a new graphic novel named Box Boy. This is created by someone that we here at the store value as a friend by the name of Tayson Martindale. We generally call him Tad. At least that's how we were introduced to him, so we're going with that. But this is his work. And we are going to have Tad in the store this Saturday. That would be Saturday, March 31st, because I'm calendar inept and need to look at a calendar to know the date. He will be in the store, and he is going to sign the copies that we have here. We only have about 9 or so copies to sell. He's perfectly happy to sell that, but he will also be doing commissions, and he is going to put on a clinic of how to draw Box Boy, and maybe if you ask him, some other things as well. Okay, but that's it for this week on Quantum Comics Presents. Hope to see you in the store soon. See you, Space Cowboys.